Welcome, so this is a DoT Occultist Showcase. I only have 4 socket items, or less than 4 sockets. And I use Bane to clear and Blight for single targets. And to farm currency, I specifically do Expedition. I think this build is most suited for. So I can show off the Expedition. And the only really problematic mod this build here is just immune to chaos damage. And Hexproof is not very good either, but it will just slow down the clear time, will increase the clear time. This is fine. Basically cast Bane and then just will wait for the monsters to melt. But this one didn't have that many monsters. I'll look for the boss too, so I can showcase the single targets. My Merc die here. Dies pretty often in expeditions. I forget about her. So I'm also gonna briefly go over the Merc. Which Merc I choose. So I choose the Chaos Caster.
Decisions have consequences,
And
you know.
there's also this guy, and he gives Malvence and Grace, but his clear is really bad. So I don't like this guy very much for
Tell
as a
me you
Merc.
thought this through.
And unfortunately I haven't found a low 83 here. Be straightforward. So I don't get plus to chaos spell skills because I have this glove and it grants me the Blight skill. Low 25 Blight skill is roughly 40% more damage than low 20. And you can just socket in support gems and they will be linked to the Blight, as shown here. And you get Blight, with Blight you stack up to 20 stacks. So you have 20 Diva stacks. So because of that you want to invest into cast speed. So I have cast speed on my rings. And same with the shield, I don't get kills plus 2 kill spell skills, I just get increased spell damage here, and double kills dot multi. And on the amulet also I get dot multi. Helmets, this one is very good for the transfiguration of soul and body to give you increased damage for your dot. And you can also use golems. I don't think they're absolutely great, but one for the kill skull now gives 16% to damage over time multiplier, and I use the flame golem for the increased area effect. And the rest of the gear is pretty standard. Like I just get a chest with evasion rating and energy shields, and here I fill out spell suppression a little bit. For the gems, for Blight is the main single target ability. I use Infused Channeling, Control Destruction, and Focus Channeling, as well as Void Manipulation. So they added Focus Channeling in 3.26, and it can give up to 60% more damage, but most of the times this build is not super tanky. So most of the times you have dodge, and then you're gonna cancel your channeling. So realistically, you don't even have like 48%. You're not even gonna reach 48% most of the times. So I don't think this, even though it sounds really good, like 60% more damage, I don't think it's a absolutely great support gem. So you can also use, instead of focus channeling, you can use efficacy if you don't like focus channeling. And this is for your Blight. You must socket this into Allelopathy. You want this to be linked into the level 25 Blight. And for Bane I use Despair and Punishment, so Bane will gain more damage for each curse. It's also cast. So Despair, pretty standard. Instead of Punishment you can use Enfeeble. You want more defense. And then you can support, as a last support gem, you can use Controlled Destruction. Of course, you could get a 5-link, 6-link or whatever, and then you can add more support gems. For example, Void Manipulation and Efficacy. Efficacy here. And I use Golems. I don't think they are absolutely great, but I support them with Minion Life and Element Army so that they are tankier. I use the Flame Golem for the increased area effect for Bane, and the Summon Chaos Golem for the damage over time multiplier. It also gives Chaos resistance. And then you can use, to inflict Wither debuffs, you can use Withering Step, and you can also support it with Enhance and Empower to gain more Wither debuffs per cast. So pretty standard momentum support, fast attacks for shield charge. My movement skill. So I have, for my auras, I have Grace and Melvins. I get Celerity through my
Decisions
Merc.
have consequences, you know.
You can also get this Merc for Melvins and Grace if you want, but this guy doesn't clear very well. I also have Celerity here, but I don't really need this. So Tempest Shield for spell block. I have Flame Dash obviously for mobility. And that's basically the support gems and the gems. For the past tree, it's pretty straightforward. So in 3.26, the Vi Bastion got a new line that says maximum energy shield is increased by chance to block spell damage. So I have some increased chance to block, or increased some flat chance to block spell damage while holding a shield here, and also the Tempest Shield. And once I level up, I'm also gonna get these nodes so I can cap my spell. And you can also get some spell suppression. I have some on the gear in combination with chance to press spell damage is lucky. You basically just get damage over time multiplier, increased spell damage will scale the DoT, chaos damage will scale, increased effect with it. You can also get, this one is just good for single targets, it's not actually good for clear. And one important thing to know is that the increased area effect of Hex skills will affect Bane, because Bane also has the Hex tag. So you get 15 and 15 here. And you can also get this big one, 50% increased area effect of Hex skills. You anoint this if you want. And if you want even more coverage, you can get these increased area effect nodes here for 40% increased. And then Bane has a lot of AoE. I think I would pick these nodes last. I do a lot of Expedition, so Expedition will shred through minions pretty easily. So you have to recast them every now and then. I have Elemental Army and Minion Life, and it can still die pretty easily. So I would get this probably last, or if not at all. And these nodes are not super efficient. Like, this pathing is not super efficient, but I do this because I need dexterity. And you can get dexterity on your gear, I guess, and then you would get a Master Jewel with, for example, Wicked Power, Unholy Grace, and you can go for Touch of Cruelty. A lot of people don't. There are a lot of like these 3 notable chaos damage jewels. And a lot of people don't want Touch of Cruelty. But for this build, Blight Wool itself will hinder, and then you can get the Mastery. Enemies you curse are hindered, and then you will always have the condition from the Touch of Cruelty that monsters will take increased damage if they're hindered. Apart from that, I go EB Mom. Plenty of energy shield through my chest, my shield, and you can also get some with this helmet, of course. And then you can get the increased energy shield from equipped helmets. I'll probably also recommend getting regen energy shield while a rare or unique enemy is nearby on your chest and belt. I don't have this one currently,